Imagine a time not so long ago when the culinary landscape of America was a very different place. A time when the idea of enjoying sushi or savoring authentic tacos felt like a daring adventure, a step into the unknown. Dinner tables across the nation were often filled with the same predictable dishes, the same familiar flavors, night after night. It was an era of culinary conformity, where the excitement of the meal often took a backseat to convenience and tradition. Before the 1990s, American food was largely defined by convenience, a reflection of a fast-paced lifestyle where time was of the essence. The focus was on getting food on the table quickly and easily, even if it meant sacrificing flavor and nutritional value. Microwave dinners became a staple, offering a complete meal in a matter of minutes. These frozen entrees, while practical, often lacked the freshness and vibrancy of home-cooked food. Powdered cheese, a key ingredient in many quick and easy meals, was a common sight in pantries. It offered a shelf-stable alternative to fresh cheese, but its flavor was a far cry from the real thing. And canned veggies lined the shelves of grocery stores, providing a readily available source of vegetables, albeit one that often lacked the crispness and nutritional benefits of their fresh counterparts. These were the building blocks of many American meals, convenient but often uninspired. French cuisine dominated the realm of fine dining, setting the standard for culinary excellence and sophistication. White tablecloths, elaborate sauces, and meticulously plated dishes were the hallmarks of this era, leaving little room for the exploration and appreciation of other global flavors. The culinary landscape felt somewhat limited, with French cuisine holding a near monopoly on high-end dining experiences. But as the 80s drew to a close, subtle shifts began to occur, hinting at a transformation on the horizon. America, a nation built on immigration and diversity, was on the cusp of embracing its multicultural identity in a profound way. New waves of immigrants arrived on American shores, bringing with them not only their hopes and dreams, but also their rich and diverse culinary heritage. These newcomers represented a tapestry of cultures, each with its own unique flavors, ingredients, and cooking techniques. They introduced vibrant culinary traditions from Asia, showcasing the delicate balance of flavors, the artful use of spices, and the emphasis on fresh ingredients that characterized Asian cuisine. From the savory stir-fries of China to the aromatic curries of India, a whole new world of flavors was opening up to American palates. Latin America's culinary contributions were equally transformative, bringing the heat and zest of Mexican cuisine, the comforting flavors of South American stews, and the vibrant street food culture that defined the region. And from the Middle East came a symphony of spices, fragrant herbs, and time-honored cooking methods, introducing Americans to the delights of hummus, falafel, and the art of grilling meats to perfection. Family-run restaurants, often tucked away in unassuming neighborhoods, became culinary ambassadors, introducing their neighbors to flavors they'd never tasted before. These small eateries served as cultural hubs, fostering a sense of community and sparking curiosity about the world beyond America's borders. Globalization, fueled by advancements in technology and communication, made the world feel smaller and more interconnected. This increased interconnectedness fostered a growing curiosity about other cultures, and with that curiosity came a desire to explore and experience their food. Americans, increasingly adventurous in their culinary pursuits, started seeking out spicy curries, eager to experience the complex flavors and aromatic spices that defined Indian cuisine. They discovered the refreshing taste of fresh Vietnamese herbs, appreciating the delicate balance of sweet, sour, salty, and umami that characterized Vietnamese dishes like pho and spring rolls. And they delved into the rich and complex world of Mexican moles, savoring the intricate blend of chilies, spices, and chocolate that created these deeply flavorful sauces. Grocery stores underwent a dramatic transformation, expanding their offerings to cater to this growing demand for international flavors. New spices, sauces, and ingredients from around the globe began filling the aisles, empowering home cooks to experiment with new recipes and create their own culinary masterpieces. The stage was set for a dramatic shift in the American culinary landscape, a shift that would redefine the nation's palate and forever change the way people thought about food. The seeds of a culinary revolution had been sown, and the 1990s would be the decade in which they blossomed. The 90s made food exciting, personal, and a true reflection of a changing world. It was a decade of culinary exploration, experimentation, and innovation where chefs and home cooks alike felt empowered to push boundaries and create dishes that were both delicious and meaningful. Suddenly, what we ate became more than just sustenance. It became a window to the rest of the world, a way to connect with different cultures and a means of expressing our own individuality. Food became a conversation starter, a source of adventure, and a celebration of diversity. The food revolution was well underway, quietly reshaping kitchens and restaurants everywhere. Chefs began to embrace new techniques, experiment with global ingredients, and create menus that reflected the changing tastes of their clientele. The culinary landscape was becoming more diverse, more exciting, and more reflective of the multicultural fabric of American society. This was more than just a collection of new recipes. It was a fundamental transformation in how we thought about food, its role in our lives, and its power to connect us to the world around us. Cookbooks and food magazines became increasingly popular, offering inspiration and guidance to home cooks eager to explore new flavors and techniques. The predictable food landscape of the past was rapidly fading away, replaced by a vibrant and dynamic culinary scene that celebrated diversity, innovation, and the joy of discovery. America was hungry for something new, something exciting, something that reflected the changing world around them. And the 1990s delivered, ushering in an era of culinary exploration and innovation that continues to shape the way we eat today. The 1990s witnessed a remarkable transformation in American cuisine, a period where the nation's identity as a melting pot truly began to influence its culinary landscape. It was a time of exploration, experimentation, and a growing appreciation for the diverse flavors that immigrants brought to the country. The American palate expanded, and the culinary scene truly came alive with new tastes, aromas, and dining experiences. This decade marked a turning point, where ethnic foods transitioned from being niche offerings to becoming integral parts of the American diet. Immigrants from Vietnam, with their rich culinary heritage, played a pivotal role in this transformation. Korea, with its bold flavors and unique cooking techniques, also made a significant impact. Mexico and beyond, each culture contributed its own distinct culinary traditions, enriching the American food scene in countless ways. These immigrants brought with them not only their cherished recipes, passed down through generations, but also an array of exotic spices and ingredients that were previously unfamiliar to most Americans. Suddenly, pho shops, serving steaming bowls of fragrant noodle soup, became a common sight in cities across the country. Taquerias, offering a taste of authentic Mexican street food, popped up on street corners, satisfying cravings for tacos and burritos. And Korean BBQs, with their interactive grilling experience and flavorful marinated meats, became a popular dining destination for adventurous eaters. These diverse culinary establishments appeared in neighborhoods everywhere, transforming the local food landscape and offering Americans a chance to explore new flavors without leaving their hometowns. Americans, increasingly inspired by travel experiences and the burgeoning world of the early internet, began to seek out new and exciting culinary adventures. They became more adventurous eaters, willing to step outside their comfort zones and try unfamiliar dishes from around the world. Supermarkets, recognizing this growing demand, responded by expanding their offerings. They started stocking tortillas, making it easier for home cooks to prepare Mexican-inspired meals. Soy sauce, a staple in Asian cuisine, became a common condiment in American households. And curry paste, along with other exotic spices, opened up a world of Indian and Southeast Asian flavors to home cooks. Home cooks, inspired by these new ingredients and flavors, began to experiment in their own kitchens. They eagerly recreated dishes they had enjoyed at local immigrant restaurants, sharing their culinary creations with family and friends. American food was no longer just burgers and apple pie. It was evolving, expanding, and embracing the flavors of the world. It was kimchi, the spicy and fermented Korean staple, adding a tangy kick to meals. It was salsa, the vibrant Mexican condiment, adding a burst of freshness and heat. And it was samosas, the savory Indian pastries, offering a delightful blend of spices and textures. This newfound appreciation for diverse flavors and culinary traditions set the stage for the next big step in American fusion cuisine, a culinary movement that would blend different ethnic flavors and techniques to create entirely new and exciting dishes. As the world became increasingly interconnected, global flavors began to flood into our culinary landscape. Ingredients and spices from far-flung corners of the earth found their way into local markets, sparking a culinary revolution. This influx of diverse tastes and aromas ignited a sense of adventure in chefs and home cooks alike, paving the way for a new era of culinary innovation. Amidst this exciting culinary transformation, a new hero emerged, the celebrity chef. These culinary artists transcended the boundaries of the kitchen, stepping into the spotlight and captivating audiences with their passion, skill, and innovative creations. The Food Network played a pivotal role in this phenomenon, bringing chefs like the charismatic Emeril Lagasse, with his signature BAM, and the ever-elegant Martha Stewart into our homes, transforming the way we perceived cooking and entertaining. They made cooking exciting, accessible, and aspirational, inspiring a generation of home cooks to experiment with new flavors and techniques. Chefs became rock stars, their names synonymous with culinary excellence and innovation. They commanded attention, signed autographs, and became household names. This newfound celebrity status fueled a wave of innovation and creativity in the culinary world. Chefs were emboldened to push boundaries, experiment with unconventional ingredients, and challenge traditional culinary norms. From this fertile ground, fusion cuisine was born, a culinary movement that celebrated the art of mixing ingredients and techniques from different cultures. It was a bold and exciting departure from traditional cooking, embracing the idea that culinary boundaries were meant to be crossed. Visionaries like Wolfgang Puck, with his California pizzas that combined gourmet toppings with a casual, crowd-pleasing format, and Roy Yamaguchi, whose Hawaiian fusion cuisine artfully blended Pacific Rim flavors with European techniques, broke all the rules, challenging diners' expectations, and paving the way for a new era of culinary exploration. Chefs told stories of cultural exchange on a plate, weaving narratives of immigration, globalization, and the power of food to connect people. Fusion food spread from high-end restaurants, where innovative chefs pushed the boundaries of culinary artistry, to home kitchens, where everyday cooks embrace the opportunity to experiment with new flavors and create their own unique culinary masterpieces. Dishes like Korean tacos, a delightful marriage of Korean barbecue and Mexican street food, and Thai pizza, a surprising yet satisfying combination of Italian and Southeast Asian flavors, became mainstream, demonstrating the widespread appeal of fusion cuisine. Food became entertainment, a source of excitement, and a way to experience different cultures without leaving your table. It was also a form of artistic exploration, with chefs using food as a medium to express their creativity and vision. The dining experience was forever changed, becoming more diverse, adventurous, and engaging. While chefs experimented, fast food chains went global in the 90s. Brands like McDonald's and KFC adapted menus for local tastes, like the Makalu Tikki in India. In Japan, KFC became a Christmas tradition. In the Philippines, mixed spaghetti was a hit. Pizza Hut offered seafood and teriyaki toppings in Asia. These chains blended American branding with local flavors, creating unique hybrids. Global expansion brought new ideas back to the US, encouraging more experimentation. The 90s taught food giants to respect and adapt to local cultures. American food became flexible, global, and ever-changing. The 90s made food a form of self-expression and conscious choice. Vegetarianism, veganism, and organic food gained popularity. The foodie was born, curious, adventurous, and passionate. Fusion cuisine is now the norm, and celebrity chefs inspire millions worldwide. The food revolution of the 90s shaped how we eat today. Every sushi burrito or global fast food menu traces back to this decade. The 90s opened our minds and palates, making food a vibrant cultural expression. Its delicious legacy continues to fill our plates every day.